Welcome back to Blooms and Bicycles. As we pedal into the springtime, we journey past trees in our local areas which are now dusted in hazes of pinks and whites. With the branches bare from the previous season until just recently, they are now gradually graced with the much-loved blossom flower once more. Without the green foliage of summertime, there's something really undistracting about this composition of just branch and flower together, which allows for a real appreciation of the deep mahogany tones in the branches against the contrast and delicacy of the pale pinks or whites in those tiny flowers which once in bloom become as delicate as tissue paper. And although their tiny petals would be well outsized by the grandeur of the other flowering varieties, every year when they do bloom in their thousands upon just one tree, their ability to captivate the masses across the world during blossom season shows just how much impact can be created when small things come together to create the larger collective. In this tutorial today, we'll be sharing with you how to construct the medium letterbox flowers for the blossom season flower collection. Our water vessel is already prepared with the water and flower feed. However, if you would like to understand what to do to help condition your flowers and allow them to last for as long as possible, you can always refer to our flower care video via the link in the description box below. So to start with, we'll construct our grid using the strongest of stems. And in this collection, that is this beautiful white wax flower, which has the most delicate lemony scent every now and then. It's gorgeous. You won't get it all of the time, but it will fill the room, so when you pass every now and then, you will just pick it up. Beautiful. And then also very aromatic is the eucalyptus branch you'll receive as well. So if we just position these, one off to the left and one sweeping to the right, we'll then take the heaviest of flower stems, which in this item are this beautiful Lilac Chrysanthemum and these beautiful Ranunculus. Have you ever seen anything more beautiful? One thing is for sure, there is no need for AI for as long as Mother Nature produces things as beautiful as this. They almost look like they've been created using fondant icing, but they are real, very real, and they're even nicer in real life. I know I say that a lot about the flowers in our tutorials. Trust me though, you'll understand what I mean with these. So allowing one to sweep off to the left and one to the right to create that natural balance that we always talk about. We'll then take our Lilac Chrysanthemum, weaving it in between the gaps in the grid. We'll then introduce this to the central position. And now to take the spray rose, which comes in this beautiful tangy pink and has a very frilly design to it, so it's a natural garden style rose. And just to trim this down slightly, on an angle, to freshen up the base of the stem, we'll introduce this so it sweeps off to the side also. And now with this Scabiosa, I know I went on about the Ranunculus, these are just equally as beautiful. They look very frilly from afar because you think it's just ruffled petals. However, I'm sure Roberta is going to do a really good job of coming in and taking some close-up shots to show how actually this is a cluster of hundreds of tiny flowers, individual flowers that have come together to create this overall flower head. It is just stunning. So maybe to introduce this in between the two Ranunculus, given it's very much in a similar tone to those, we'll just make sure that it's trimmed down significantly to allow space for each Ranunculus to still shine. And also because the different levels between the different flower heads always helps to offer varying points of interest, as we always talk about. And now to add in the Lysimachia. Being such a strong stem and also very naturally straight and tall, this would be perfect to fill this void at the back. And now to add in our Anemone. When this is in bloom, this is a white flower also, with a very dark centre. However, today for filming, it's still decided to stay really tightly closed as a bud, so we're unable to show that to you today. However, at least this way you do get to see how fresh the flowers are that we work with and how fresh the flowers are that you will receive. In the meantime, actually it's still very beautiful and offers a nice piece of greenery to complement the slightly green tones that are in the Scabiosa. So maybe positioning this so it's within close proximity to that Scabiosa will work very well. And sorry if you can hear Bella snoring in the background. So we've got this small offshoot of wax flower that just needs to be added in at the front. Or maybe towards the middle actually. The good thing about flowers and flower arranging is you can just do as you please. What we offer you is just guidance. There are no hard and fast rules, so let your creativity take you wherever you want it to go. And that is part of the fun of it. However, just make sure that 30 minutes doesn't maybe turn into 3 hours. It can easily happen in the world of flowers, trust me. Maybe it's a sign that you're really enjoying it if that does happen though. And now we're just adding the asparagus ferns around the lower sections of the stems, just to help create some filler where there might be otherwise a bit of a negative void. And this asparagus fern is so delicate and intricate, it's almost like lace, and just offers something very whimsical and soft to any design that it's introduced to. As a material in floristry, it's really good to work with. It doesn't need much water, if anything at all. So if you ever find that you want to introduce it but don't want to put it all the way into the vase to reach the water so much that it would disturb flowers, you don't have to. You can just rest it on top and it will rest like a cloud in the middle of the stems, and it will fill any negative voids for you while really offering a wispy, whimsical aspect to any design that it's used in. And now finally, for the focal point and grand finale, the beautiful peach blossom. And here is a perfect example of those gorgeous buds, which if you're lucky enough every now and then, might well sprout into one of these gorgeous flowers if kept in a cool room with lots of water. So making use of this as the key feature in our design today. There we are, adding in the final piece, there's the blossom flower. And there you have it, the medium letterbox flowers from the Blossom Season flower collection. So I hope you enjoy the start of spring and blossom season as much as Roberta, Bea, Charles and I do. And we can't wait to see you next time. Bye for now.